Dear students, hope you are all fine. Today's class is the continuation of the previous class. That is chapter 2, fun with numbers. So what we saw in the previous class, we learnt about number names to converting number names to numerals, numerals to number names, and we finished some of the practice time, and we learnt about large numbers. In the large numbers, from smallest numbers and large numbers we learnt about. Then we learnt a place value chart till thousands place, and you learnt about places and periods also. Okay, I hope you all remember this. So numbers beyond 100, so we learnt some of the numbers and its number names. Okay, so numbers beyond 100, and we learned what is double century and what is triple century, all these things. You all know that numbers from 1 to 100 has only 100 numbers. From 100 to 200 we have 100 numbers. From 200 to 300 we have 100 numbers. So same way it goes till 1000. So now let's move on to the next page. Top 10 scores in Cricket World Cup. So now you all know numbers beyond 100. So this exercise we are going to use the 3-digit numbers and we are going to answer these questions. So see the score in the Cricket World Cup. They have given you some of the top 10 scores of some of the players and their scores. See, so they have given APJ 128 is the score for him, and AS and CK, DM, and it keeps going on. So now answer the following questions. CK just missed his century. So as you all know, century means 100. So CK just missed his century. How many runs did he need to make a century is the question. So you all know how to do it because we did already the same this thing. So how much is the score of him? His score is 199. His score is 99. So how many runs he has to take to complete his 100? That is 1 century. So how many runs remaining? Only 1 run. So write 1 over here. Next, dash and dash scored almost equal runs. Who scored almost equal runs? Just find out. Almost, not equally, not exactly equal, but almost equal. So APJ 128, AS 100, then CK 99, DM 162, KSB 152. So you have to find the minimum difference between the two scores. So MD is 178, PK 105, ST 141, TPK 112. Okay children, so which will be the exact nearest almost equal scores? AS and CK. Why? Because CK scored 99, AS scored 100. Only one number difference between these two scores. So who are they? AS and CK. Okay children, so now see the next question. Dash scored a complete century. No less, no more. Who completed a century without scoring less and without scoring high? As you all know, it is AS. Okay, so write AS over here again. Most runs scored by any batsman are. Who scored the most? Most means all of you know, no? Most, more, big, high, large. Okay, everything is for higher numbers. Who scored the most score? Highest score. So just notice who scored the highest score. See 128, 100, 199. Sorry, 99, 162, 152, 178, 105, 141, 112 and 127. Who scored the highest score? 178. It is MB. Okay, so next, dash and dash have a difference of just 1 run between them. So already we saw who's having only 1 run difference between each of them. See, AS and CK. Same here. Okay, same answer again. Who scored the nearest score? Almost equal runs, AS and CK. Who has only 1 run in between? That is AS and CK again. Dash scored 2 more than 1.5 century. So 1 century is what? 100. Half of it is what? Half of 100 is what? 50. Okay, so who scored 2 more than 1.5 century? So 1 century means 100 plus half century means 50. Okay, plus 2. So how much will be the total? 152. Who scored that? It is K as P. So you have to write K as P here. Okay children, hope you are clear with this. Now let's move to the next page. Okay, next page we have skip counting. What do you mean by the skip counting? Counting but skipping and counting. See here, tens, counting in tens. So you all know 10 table, right? How will you write 10 table? 10 ones are 10, 10 twos are 20, 10 threes are 20. What is the difference between these numbers? 10 to 20, how many numbers are there in between? 10. 20 to 30, how many numbers are there in between? 10. So 30 to 40 also 10. So that is called counting in tens. Okay, so now you fill this data. So what will be the answer for this? So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So it keeps going like this. So now bring down 110. So same. You have to count 110 plus 10, 120. Then 110 plus 10, 120. 120 plus 10, 130. 130 plus 10, 140. 140 plus 10, 150. 150 plus 10, 160. 160 plus 10, 170. 170 plus 10, 180. 180 plus 10, 190. 190 plus 10, 200. So it keeps on going. So now again they've started from 310. Same you have to continue. 320, then 330 to 400. Now next one you see 720 is there. There is a blank in previous, before 720. What will come? 710. 720, 730. 740, 750. 760, 770. So 780, 790. So 800. So it keeps going on. Okay children, move to counting in 50s. So as you all know, from 1 to 100 we have only 100 numbers. So what is it? What does half century means? 1 century is equal to 100. Half century means half of 100. What is half of 100? 50. So in 100 you have 2 50s. So it keeps going like this, 50, 100. When you see the pattern counting in 50s, how will you count? 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 400, 450. Keeps going on like this. So we have started here from 200. So 200, 250. Then what will come next? Yes, it is 300. Okay. So it is 300. Next is 350. After 350, 400. After 450, 400, 450. After 450, 500, 550. Then 600, 650, 700, 750, 800, 850. Then 900, 950. So it keeps on going. So they're asking you, how far can you go like this? What is the biggest number you can call out? So if you keep on counting like this, there will be no end for numbers. But in this chapter you are learning only till 1000. So you can count till, you know how to count till number 1000. What is this number? You have to divide it with the periods, remember? So how you have to divide it? Ones, tens, hundreds. The places of the numbers is ones, tens, hundreds. That is in ones period, and this one is in thousands period. Now see the places. The last 0 is in ones place, second 0 is in tens place, third 0 is in hundreds place. So ones, tens, hundreds will be in ones period. Then this one will be in thousands place, and its period is also thousands. Hope you remember all these things. Oh. So now let's see the new concept, that is successor and predecessor. You would have heard it earlier. Okay, let's revise again. Successor means what? The number which comes after is known as successor. That means the number comes after 1. Which number comes after 1? 2. So 2 is the successor of 1. After 2, 3. 3 is the successor of 2. So the number comes after, that is called as successor. That means, or number plus 1. Any number plus 1 is called its successor. Okay, 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 1, 4, like this. Next is predecessor. The number which comes before is known as predecessors. So number comes before. Before means what? For example, 2. Before 2, 1. 10 you take. Before 10, 9. 9 is a successor of 10. Previous number, or the number comes before, or number minus 1 is called the predecessor. Okay. So for example, for 10, 9 is the predecessor. 9, 8 is the predecessor. For 7, 6 is the predecessor. For 5, 4 is the predecessor. It goes on. So same. Okay. So now let's see the first. You see the third Roman numeral. Fill in the missing numbers. Okay. In the practice time 3, you'll see the third Roman numeral. See the first one. Numbers and numbers which is given in between, that is 626. What is the predecessor of 626? What is the previous number of 626? It is 625. That is 626 minus 1. Okay. So the previous number or the numbers comes before. So 625 is the predecessor of 626. So what will be the successor? 626 plus 1. That is 627. So the same goes to the next number. 400 is given. Okay. What is the previous number of 400? 399. What is the successor of 400? 401. So it keeps going. So now you have to find out the predecessor and successor of 940. What is the previous number of 940? Just see. 939. So 939 will be the predecessor of 940. What will be the successor? 940 plus 1, 941. So you will do for the other numbers also, children. Hope you're clear with this. Next we'll go for the next thing. That is the first Roman numeral. Just see. Write the previous 4 predecessors of the following numbers. So you are going to write 4 numbers. In this third Roman numeral, we wrote only one predecessor. Here you are going to write 4 predecessors. So what is the 4 predecessors? 802. What is the predecessor of 802? 801. What is the predecessor of 801? 800. What is the predecessor of 800? 799. What is the predecessor of 799? 798. So what we are doing? We are doing backward counting from 802. So next you see 459. So do the backward counting from 459. How many numbers you are going to do? 4 numbers. So 459 minus 1, 458. 458 minus 1, 457. 457 minus 1, 456. 456 minus 1, 455. Understood, children? You will do the C on your own. Now let's see the second numeral, Roman numeral. Here you are going to write the 4 successors. Okay, so same way. For predecessor we did backward counting. For successors we will do forward counting. Okay, see the first question. 846 plus 1, 847. 847 plus 1, 848. 848 plus 1, 849. 849 plus 1, 850. So same goes to the second question also. 588 and its 4 successors. So what do you have to do? Forward counting. 588, 589, 590, 591, 592. Okay, it keeps going on. We'll do the C question on your own. Hope you are all clear with this now. Now let's go to the fill in the blanks. Okay, children. The successor of largest 2-digit number. So you all know which is largest number, to 1-digit, 2-digit, 3-digit and 4-digit numbers. And you all know what are the smallest 1-digit, 2-digit, 3-digit and 4-digit numbers. Okay, now we are going to find the successor and predecessor of it. Okay, children, the successor of largest 2-digit. Which is the largest 2-digit number? Find that out first. Largest 2-digit number is what? Largest means always only 9, I said. 2-digit 9, 2, 9, that is 99 is the largest 2-digit number. Okay. What is the successor of largest 2-digit? That is plus 1. So what will be the answer? That is 99 plus 1 is 100. Okay, children? Okay, now let's see the next question. The predecessor of smallest 3-digit number. Which is the smallest 3-digit number? You all know. Smallest number means smallest 1-digit number is 1, smallest 2-digit number is 10, smallest 3-digit number is 100. What is the predecessor of 100? 100 minus 1, that is 99. Okay, next one. Successor of smallest 2-digit number. Smallest 2-digit number is 10. Successor of 10 is 10 plus 1, 11. Next practice time with skip counting. So already you learned skip counting, no? So now Previously what we learned? Only counting in tens and counting in 50s. Here you will learn counting in 2s and 5s also. So how will you do counting in 2s and 5s? So 2 table, 5 table, 10 table. Okay, so you all know 2 table and 5 table. So counting in 2s what? 2 table you see first. What will come after 2? 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 2 threes are 6. Okay, so what you will write? 6. 2 fours are 8. 2 fives are 10. 2 six are 12. So this is the way you have to count. So now we have given you bigger numbers. So you have to add 2 and go. How will you count in 2s? So 60, 61, 62. 2 you have counted. So now 62 plus 2, 63, 64. So what will come here? 64. It keep on continuing. Now comes the bigger numbers now. 300. 300 plus 2, 302. 302 plus 2, 304. 304 plus 2, 306. 306 plus 2, 308. So it keep on going in this way. So hope you will do the other questions properly. Now counting in 5s. Counting in 5s. So now what will you do? 5 table. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 threes are 15, 5 fours are 20, 5 fives are 25, 5 six are 30. Okay, same way with bigger numbers you are going to do. So 90 plus 5, 95, 95 plus 5, 100, 100 plus 5, 105, 105 plus 5, 110, 110 plus 5, 115. It keep on going. So now come for the bigger number. See the equation. 648 plus 5, 653. You can count with your fingers also. 648 plus 5, 649, 650, 651, 652, 653. So it keep on going in this way. What you are doing? Just you are adding 5 with this. If it is counting 2, you have to add 2 in every number. If it is counting with 5, you have to add 5 with every number. If it is counting with tens, you have to add 10 with every number. So if it is counting with 50s, you have to add 50 with every number. So hope you all can do it. This counting in tens already we saw in the textbook pages. So you can do on your own, I think. I don't want to explain you, I think so. Can you do it, children? Okay. So now let's complete this session by this now. Okay. We'll see in the next session. Okay, children. Thank you all. Bye.